Hi there, and thank you for joining on this Wind Down Wednesday. Today, we are going to talk again about your law practice being a business, but we're taking it just a little bit further. We're taking it a little bit further for you to do a little thinking, whether it's before you make the plunge into launching a new law practice, or if you're already in it, we can do a little reassessing, right? We got to really understand what's this pond that we're swimming in. And I say that because I am here to tell you that not every person who is an attorney is going to be a good business person or a good entrepreneur. It doesn't mean that you can't own a law practice, but it does mean that you may need a lot more help than you thought, right? And perhaps you can be creative, right? So, I'm here today to tell you that just because you're a lawyer doesn't mean that you're a good business person. It doesn't mean that you're an entrepreneur. And that might mean a couple of things. It might mean that you might have bitten off a lot more than you can chew. It might mean that perhaps you're better off being in a big law firm and having all the things available to you as opposed to you having to do all the things yourself or having to find people to do those things. Or it might be that it's time for you to outsource a number of the things that you're doing in-house, including your business development and marketing. Perhaps it might be your operations. It might be your financing piece, meaning your accounting. It might be a whole lot of things, right? So you need to take a step back and understand and realize that, yes, you're a business owner, but that doesn't mean that you're a good one. Doesn't mean that you're good at it, right? And like I said, you need to assess whether or not you are in the right place, meaning owning a business and running it and or being an attorney in it, which means that essentially you are an employee in your business, but you own it, which is wild, but the reality for a number of people, right? So, this is a thinking and pausing moment for you. If you feel you're in over your head, it doesn't mean that you have failed. It means that you need to pause and think about what you need to do to pivot. Do you need to perhaps hire a CEO? Or do you need to perhaps find an outsourced CEO that's a fractional CEO to help you run your business? Do you need to reach out to a marketing and business development agency to help you develop the business, to help you design the business, to help you identify who your targets are, to help you go after new business, to help you look professional, to help you look like a real outfit as opposed to like, a little makeshift attorney or law practice that's done on your dining room table. So this is that moment when you are going to pause and you're going to think about this. If you feel that you're in over your head, kudos to you for realizing that you're there, right? The time now is for you to figure out what you're going to do about it. Are you going to outsource? Are you going to go back to big law? Are you going to figure it out on your own? This is a moment where you need to pause and figure out how the pivot and what the pivot needs to be, right? Because like I said before, not every attorney is a good business person. Neither are they good at being entrepreneurs. And you can be creative on how you address this. But the first step is realizing that there is a problem, identifying what those problems are, and then crafting ways to address them, right? I just felt on this Wind Down Wednesday that it was very important for us to address this, to talk about this, because this is the thing that, oftentimes get overlooked or not discussed because, we don't want to show up as failures as attorneys, do we? We don't want to look like we took the plunge and failed. We don't want to look like we don't know what we're doing because, we're attorneys and we're supposed to know everything. No, attorneys don't know everything. I'm not an attorney. I don't know everything. And I know my clients who are attorneys don't know everything. But you need to be honest with yourself. You need to really do a reality check and think about, where am I right now? Where do I want to be? Does it look like I'm getting there? Or does it look like I'm actually doing the exact opposite of what it takes to get there? And if that is the case, do I need help and where do I go for help? So this Wind Down Wednesday is a moment of pause, a moment of honesty with yourself, self-honesty, some reflection, some pivoting, and some real thinking and understanding about what it is that you need to do next to get to where you want to be, wherever that may be. So thank you so much for joining this Wind Down Wednesday. I hope this helps. Bye now.